Hello and welcome to another episode of the PhazeCast. I'm Eric.
And
that's
Joe.
Joe.
What's up, everybody?
And we are here to talk about some stuff today. Namely,
Premier Protein Shake being one of them. Thank you to our sponsor, Premier Protein Shake. Not only does it only have 1 gram of sugar in it, but it contains 30 grams of protein. A great way to start your day, a post-workout meal, or even just a snack. For diabetics like me, this is one of the best ways I can still have the taste of chocolate. Thanks, Premier Protein.
It's the only way I can get chocolate into my body. Let me see it. Hold it up again.
Premier Protein?
Where'd you get that at Costco?
No, I don't. Why do you keep doing the Costco bit? Not happening. It's just not happening. It's like when you do the Full Metal Alchemist thing. You're not funny. It's only for you. No one thinks it's funny. It wastes time in our video. Why don't you go ahead and go on and talk about something else?
It's okay if something's for me. Get a little something for me.
No, it's not.
A little something for me.
I'm not doing this for you. Anyway. Eric, what have you been doing lately, buddy?
Moving still. Well, not moving, but getting
still
things
moving?
Unpacked.
Okay.
Just getting things unpacked. Like, as you
Got
can
you.
see, I have a different wall behind me now because I moved my desk because I was like, I don't like it where it was. I also saw Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny.
I hate the name. I really do.
Why do you hate the name? Because of the soap
Dial
Dial?
of Destiny? No. What? No.
Because it reminds you of soap?
It's just they really kind of, I feel like they kind of tried to force the alliteration there. It's just a time-traveling watch, isn't it? Is that what the Dial of Destiny is?
It's like a time-traveling clock. You can't
It's a clock,
wear it.
not a watch. Okay.
Isn't a watch like a wearable clock?
But is it like a sundial, or is it...
It's like a little mechanical piece. It's not a sundial. It's in 2 pieces, and that's the catch. Is they've got to gather the pieces.
They gotta get the pieces. Oh, I know my fetch storylines very well.
Yeah.
How'd you feel? How was it?
I mean, I enjoyed it. I liked it. I thought, like, it's getting a lot of hate, which I feel like is largely unwarranted. Because it was a fun time and probably better than Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
How dare you? That had Shia LaBeouf, my favorite.
So how
with
concerned?
Mutt? What's his name? Mutt? His fucking name was Mutt. Jesus.
How
Mutt
concerned?
Jones.
How concerned with spoilers are you?
I have no plans of watching this movie. I'm not gonna lie to you.
They fucking kill Mutt.
What?
They kill him.
What do you mean they kill him?
They kill him for the sake of character development in Indiana Jones.
He got fridged? For Indy? Indy doesn't need character development. Indy needed to be the one who died. Did Indy die in this movie?
No.
What the shit is this? Okay.
So
sure.
So they kill Mutt in like a quick little exchange on a boat.
Is it
where
Shia
he's like,
LaBeouf?
yeah, well, no, I mean, they don't kill him on screen. You just become aware that he has died.
No.
He
gets an off-screen death.
He gets an off-screen
Holy shit. Don't listen to people. Fuck.
Yeah, because that's the thing, right? I mean, I feel like there was a brief fleeting moment in 2008 where it made sense for Shia LaBeouf to continue that franchise, and that came and went real fast. And they abandoned that thread. I'm
going to be honest with you. This is given some Rise of Skywalker bullshit right now.
So...
We didn't like her. We didn't like Rose. We're going to kill her. Don't worry. We're just going to kill her.
To be fair, it's been like 15 years or whatever.
Yeah, but like also... I don't care about Indy's character development. This should be his last ride. Is it at least his last ride?
Oh, yeah, I think so. I mean, I can't imagine they're not going to be able to film one before Harrison Ford dies.
Listen, we'll get the we'll do older Indiana Jones movies, and we'll get the guy who played Han Solo from the Solo movie to
No, dude, I didn't really care for that guy.
I liked him. He was fine.
Yeah, he was okay. No, I know. The movie was fine.
I had a good time with that movie. I don't
know. Harrison Ford is irreplaceable. If Harrison Ford is done, which I assume he is,
hold on.
then it's
I
done.
need to stop. Oh, okay. No one is irreplaceable. And I think that mentality is going to stop us from having really good stories and continued universes.
I don't know, man. Of all the characters,
I think it does. Everybody
Indiana
does
Jones. That. I think Indiana Jones is like less replaceable than Han Solo. Like, I can't think of a character I'd want to see somebody else play less than Indiana Jones.
I first off, I'm not fully invested in the Indiana Jones. What is it? 5 movies?
Yeah.
In the series, I was arcology. How is 5? What is 5? What is a thing of 5?
Quintology.
Quintology. Listen, they're good movies, and they're just supposed to be stupid, fun little action flicks. So, like, if you want to continue with stupid, fun little action flicks, but at least make them good, I think you could be totally fine replacing the actor.
Hard to disagree.
In fact, I would take. In
Hard
fact,
to disagree.
No, because listen, that's because you suck. Anyway, no, I actually. Hey, for those of you just first watching, I actually do care about his opinion. It's just that some of the things about his opinions is you have to know a few things when it comes to Eric. Number one, Eric, you're going to put all this on the screen. Number one, Eric doesn't remember everything he watches, so it's hard for me to take his full opinion seriously because he misremembers things all the time.
It's true.
Number 2, Eric is really into his feelings and nostalgia, so whenever anything changes, he immediately kind of hates it. You got to be careful about that. He's going to say it doesn't, but if you look at the past, if you watch through the whole anthology that is our PhazeCast, you know it to be true. Number 3, just look at him.
Let me bring up a counterpoint.
I need editor Eric to then put just really close up on this dude's face. Just look at him. Just fucking look at him. All right, now, Eric, it's your turn. Sorry.
Let me bring up a counterpoint to point 1 there that I don't remember things. I think that when it comes to that we remember different things. You're a big storyline and lore guy, and I'm a big visual guy. I like cinematography and.
I also enjoy cinematography.
I know, but I think.
I was like, yo, dude, Spider-Verse, Gwen's World.
Yeah, but I just mean, I think that's the stuff that I tend to remember from movies.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so when you bring up, that a character did something somewhere, I'm like, I don't remember that. But, Indiana Jones, though.
This man is gut reaction. This man is nothing but gut reaction.
I'm shooting from the tummy. I hard disagree though on that. My shirt is so wrinkly. What the fuck?
Bro, hard disagree. I noticed it right before we recorded, but I'm like, I don't want to say that. I don't know if we're there yet. Are we there? Should I have said, "Hey, your shirt is wrinkly. You should probably change before the cast."
It doesn't matter now.
But should I have though. In the future?
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to learn to be better. Okay.
If I got a boogie, you tell me.
Oh, are we supposed to talk about boogies too?
Yeah. Hard disagree though on the Indiana Jones thing. Let me tell you, I'm pretty. That's another thing. I'm pretty critical of movies, as you know, Joe.
In the weirdest way.
There are only a handful of movies that I don't think that I have any notes on.
Ooh, hold on. Extra special bonus point. Go ahead and just slap this on the screen over your face real quick.
What?
Eric says he's overcritical about movies. But he's also said that these movies are going to be in my top 10 of all time way too often. Just way too often.
Yeah, my top 10 is
more than 10
movies long.
Way more than 10.
No, there are only a handful of movies I think that I have no notes on. Raiders of the Lost Ark is one of them. I fucking love.
No notes on Raiders? That is a really good, just solid action adventure movie, isn't it?
Yeah, it's amazing. It's the best adventure movie of all time.
Oh, he said this before about different movies, too. You can't trust him there.
It's a good adventure movie.
You know what also he said is the best adventure movie of all time?
What did I say?
Finding Nemo.
Oh, you're right. Finding Nemo is better as far as the pacing goes.
Holy shit! You just made 1,000 people angry. All of Indiana Jones talk is going to kill us.
I think overall, though, I think when you look at Finding Nemo as like a screenplay,
Oh my
that
god,
shit
we're
is
having
good.
this conversation again. Oh no, I didn't want this to happen.
Raiders of the Lost Ark in general, though, I mean, just that thing's firing on all cylinders. That movie is fucking amazing.
I don't mean to detract, even though that's literally my job as, your co-host for the show. Rank the Indiana Jones movie.
Well, obviously, okay, well, we'll go least. I guess I haven't seen it in a little while, but probably Kingdom of the Crystal Skull is last.
That's fair. That's absolutely fair. It's not the best. I really lost it when they threw a snake at Indy so he could pull himself out of the quicksand. I'm like, what is this?
Yeah,
that's
that I think so, and that I think is the biggest improvement to Dial of Destiny over Kingdom of the Crystal Skull is that the goofiness on a level where it's like kind of too goofy is gone. And I like that. So Kingdom of the Crystal Skull is last. I don't hate that movie as much as many do. I feel like it's okay.
It was fine. It's definitely like for 2008, it's exactly where it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Like I hate to say that about movies that came out during that time, but that was the whole resurgence of like, let's bring back franchises because we need to keep the rights, and a bunch of random shit was just coming out at that time.
And Shia LaBeouf swung with the monkeys.
Yeah, he did. That actually looked cool.
What?
CGI that wasn't that bad.
CGI was pretty bad. CGI was pretty bad.
No,
CGI was pretty bad.
Okay,
were you just fucking with me? Were you just trying to get
I was
a rise out of me?
fucking with you.
Holy
100%.
fuck.
Are you fucking kidding me? That was terrible. That was fucking god awful. It's 2008 monkeys swinging with Shia LaBeouf. Think it's fucking good?
I try real hard to be understanding of other people's perspectives, but if that was your perspective, that perspective is ass, Joe. That perspective sucks. The CGI is bad in that movie. I don't know. I feel like maybe Temple of Doom is next. I haven't seen Temple of Doom in a long time, but that movie puts a little bit of a bad taste in my mouth.
Ooh, is it lower than Dial of Destiny?
I think so. Maybe not. I have to watch it again because I haven't seen it since I was like a kid. So I feel like it's a little bit skewed. I think what I didn't like about Temple of Doom is just the huge tonal shift that happens. It's so dark. It's so dark, and it's like one set. A lot of the like they're in a place, which is like the best Indiana Jones are like the adventure things, and it doesn't work if they're like trapped in a voodoo hell for half the movie.
That's true.
Dial of Destiny maybe after that. Not the best, but not the worst. It was good. And then Last Crusade. Amazing. Right. Sean Connery. Right off into the sunset. Like to pretend that it ended there. Really.
That's a good way. Obviously, for me, it's Kingdom. Dial gets to be put off to the side because I haven't watched it, obviously. I would put... I think it's the same order, honestly. I like Temple a lot. Dr. Jones, but also Indy. Yeah, she fucking really ruined that. She really did. And then
everybody's the worst in that
I
one.
would say Lost Ark and the Last Crusade, like Raiders barely ekes it out for me. Yeah. Barely ekes it out.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Because there's some really good action scenes in the Last Crusade, and fucking, I mean the drinking from the cup scene is just iconic. It's iconic.
Yeah, it is. It really is. That whole Grail thing. And the banter between Sean Connery and Harrison Ford is
so goddamn good. So
top
goddamn
notch
good.
Shit.
Yeah, I watch almost anything with Sean Connery in it, even bad dragon movies. I love Braveheart.
Oh,
Braveheart.
What about bad superhero movies like League of Extraordinary Gentlemen?
I will argue that movie is
not that
bad at all. That movie was trying to be the Avengers without any setup, and they did a decent job. They even... I loved it all. The Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde thing, that's what I wanted out of the Hulk from the Marvel movies. Oh, you're going to get me started now. Somehow you've unlocked something because you mentioned League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. That's the kind of shit we should have gotten in the Incredible Hulk movies and the movies he was in. I want him to argue with the Hulk because it's a different personality. But no, we resolved that really, really fast and off screen.
Now he's just Chunky Man.
He's just one person, yeah. He's got a son, he's got Sakaar. I hope he's cool. I'm upset about it now. I'm upset about what could have been.
They'll give it another swing in 10 years. We'll be alive for it. It'll be fine.
We'll give what another swing? Incredible Hulk?
I don't know, the Hulk?
Maybe. I was hoping another League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, and I'll do that. Yeah.
I would watch that.
Remember when we tried to make the Dooku happen, but it didn't?
The Count Dooku?
No, the Dooku. The Dark Cinematic Universe.
Oh, yeah, that was
Dracula.
Weird. They launched it with that Mummy movie with Tom Cruise, huh? And nobody saw that.
Didn't it? It was trying to set up Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde in it. And,
I think so.
Yeah, I was just like, what the fuck are we doing here?
The Universal Monster verse.
Yeah, the Dooku.
It's not what anybody needs.
Cinematic universe.
It's not what anybody needs. I am a
Everything
fan of...
needs to be a universe, Eric. Everything
it doesn't.
Needs to be connected.
It really doesn't. It just needs to be Bela Lugosi hiding in corners going, I am not Dracula, don't worry about it. And it's, look, I got this right here. I love that shit, man. I have Frankenstein right here.
Ooh.
And I don't need to see Frankenstein like fucking punch Dr. Jekyll or whatever. That's just, I'm sorry, Frankenstein's monster.
But do you want to see Frankenstein's monster fuck another Frankenstein's monster?
Yeah, I've seen that already.
Oh. In
both like Bride of Frankenstein and Young Frankenstein.
Do they? How does that work?
I mean, I feel like it's implied in both. It's more heavily implied in Young Frankenstein.
They're not like zombies, even though they are. Because they've been given parts.
Yeah, they're chopped up people.
Yeah.
So like, somebody had a dick.
This brings us back to the vampire conversation again. Remember?
Which vampire conversation?
Like, how do they, you know?
Because the blood.
Because they have to circulate the blood. Because the blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, the blood. That's how that works.
I think that we came to the conclusion that Dracula's just constantly got a boner.
Constantly.
Rock hard.
Rock hard.
All the time. Fucking hell. That's the only way, right? Because that's like, there's like sex.
Well, no, he always bites during it. There is. He just, he gotta suck a little blood, flow it to where it needs to go. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Glad we settled that.
But what about when you morb out? Do you also?
So that's something that I found.
You better not pull out a goddamn Morbius. I swear to God.
I don't think I can reach it from here, but I've got like six. I've got like 6 Morbius posters.
Well, guys, you heard him. We're gonna do a Morbius giveaway. All you have to do is like, comment, and subscribe your address,
and we'll morb right into your home.
We'll morb right into your home. Signed by Eric and viewed by me.
Yeah, I have a bunch of posters because I was putting them up around town.
Why?
I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, you know what I did? I remember because there's a bunch of little Morbiuses on it. I fucking have no idea. It's like an art. It's like somebody drew Morbius for this poster. There's a bunch of little Morbiuses on it, and it was at the time where people were putting those Joe Biden "I did that" stickers on gas pumps.
Yeah.
So anytime that I saw,
makes sense.
I know it makes no fucking sense. That's why I was mad. So anytime that I saw one of those, I would take a little Morbius and paste it over Joe Biden.
Nice.
At the gas station.
Very nice. The president is just a figurehead. The real overlords are corporations. You're all fools.
Anyway. Yes, it's the fucking gas company's problem.
Yeah.
Which is wild, man. Gas is still
but they wouldn't have done that if he was president, because he would have done something.
Gas was expensive when Trump was president. Everybody's full of shit.
Guess what? Gas is always expensive. They're assholes. The only time it wasn't is because when people weren't driving and they're like, "Fuck, no one's buying gas."
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Dial of Destiny was pretty good though. Let me tell you what my thing is though.
Let me talk to you.
I feel like there was character development in it, which I thought was pretty good. I think that was actually when it was at its best, when it was like exploring like where Indiana Jones belongs as an old man in a new time. Thought that was really cool. The action was really great. I think actually though the adventure parts of it were like my least favorite. There was too much travel by map where they're like, we got to go to a place, and then went, you know, which is fine. But I feel like there's probably some good like banter that could have happened in those spots instead of that. So you didn't get a lot of like relationship between the characters. Also, James Mangold directed Logan before this, so obviously he can tell a good story about an old guy. But he also kills a lot of people. There are so many people that fucking definitely die in this movie.
Like brutally die, like in Logan,
yes.
Or just kind of like visibly brutally die, or just implied brutally die.
Not like impaled with claws, but like there's a scene where like this little short round replacement he's in like a stream underground, and he's handcuffed to a bad guy, and they go through a grate, and he's able to fit underwater through the grate, and then he handcuffs the bad guy to the grate, and you see him drown. He like screams for help underwater, and then it cuts. And I was like, what the fuck? I've never seen that shit in an Indiana Jones movie. Sure, in Indiana Jones, there are a lot of people where there's like implied death, where like, I don't know, some rocks fall on a bunch of people and you're like, oh, probably they're not okay. But you like watch Antonio Banderas shows up in this movie.
What? Okay.
And he
the
plays
Zorro
like
crossover? Oh.
He plays like, I wish, that'd be cool. He plays like a diver who's an old friend of Indy's. And they go down to dive. First off, 4 people go down. It's Phoebe Waller-Bridge, Indiana Jones, and Antonio Banderas, plus a guy who's at the top watching to make sure that they're safe. Then the bad guys come, and they have to get up quick. 4th guy just doesn't come up. You see him fall down into this underwater chasm, and then nobody mentions him again. They don't like come to the surface and they're like, what about Jeff? We gotta go get Jeff. They just fucking leave it. And then they're sitting in the ship, and the bad guy is like, you gotta tell me. And Indy's like, I'm not gonna tell you. And then he fucking shoots Antonio Banderas dead in the boat in front of a kid. And then they're just like walking over his body for the rest of the conversation. It was wild. A lot of people die in this movie.
Okay.
It just felt a little, for Indiana Jones, it's like, I feel like, I don't know, that just felt a little off. It felt like a little bit much. Yeah, I think it had more action than adventure, also, than most of the Indiana Jones movies.
Okay, that's not necessarily a bad thing.
Not necessarily a bad thing, but I think I learned from my experience with the movie that I come more for the adventure than the action in those movies. And I don't know. This is like a 3 out of 5. It was fine. Went with my mom. She loved it.
Well, old people.
That's the thing, is like that movie was made for old people.
Yeah.
Because and that's the because an old person does things that old people cannot do. Because here's the thing. In that movie, I saw an 80-year-old man ride a horse through town, which, God, the idea of riding a horse hurts my back right now. Never mind.
I mean, I've known several 80-year-old people who ride horses.
There's just no way that Harrison Ford got on that fucking horse. He ran around town. That movie was old people fucking booking it through town. Mm-hmm. There's no way. You know what I saw an old person do in real life? Just the day after, I saw an old person back up when he thought he was going forward into 4 different cars. That's what happens in real life. They don't get on horses. They don't run through town after Nazis. They just back up into a bunch of cars. That was actually wild. Okay. It happened at Costco.
Bro, get off of Costco. But that is a wild thing to happen. Are you okay?
Yeah, it actually happened like really close to me too. My wife and I were like walking, and he backed like right where we had just been walking, and I was like, "Damn, we could have." gotten killed by some old dude.
Man.
And that's why old people shouldn't be allowed
way to go.
drive.
Dying in a Costco. Ooh, I don't know about that. I don't know. Okay. We're gonna move forward now.
Yeah, imagine just suddenly dying in the Costco parking lot. That would suck. Fuck. Ain't that just life, though?
Costco.
Ain't that just life? I liked Indiana
I just
Jones,
imagine though. Eric, you walking like behind a car with Yannicka, and Yannicka like has to like, she's still pushing the cart, and you drop something or something, so you lean down and you look up, and the car is just, you just see an old man go and then fucking backs up. You look up, and then right before it hits, there's just like, it just pauses and it stops, and you get like a little stinger. Hi, that's me. You're probably wondering how I got myself in this situation. Well, let me tell you. And then we're going to fade up, and it's going to say the Ghost of Costco, and it's going to be a terrible like limited run series on I don't know, what's a TV station that isn't a real TV station?
Like the CW or something.
Like, no, you're not hot enough for the CW.
Oh, you're right. Damn.
On Freeform.
Freeform.
The Ghost of Costco, now on Freeform.
Freeform. It would cut to me being like, we should go get a rotisserie chicken. They're only $5, and that would be how it starts. Last point about Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny that I would like to make. His friend Salah, who like helps him on his journey.
Yeah.
He's in it, and do you know the two things that he does in this movie?
Does he cheer Indy on?
He takes him to the airport, and then when Marion comes back at the end, he takes the kids to ice cream so they can make out. Those are the two things that he does. And when he goes to the airport, Salah is like, I want to come because I want to go on one last adventure. And Indy's like, it's not going to be an adventure. And then it totally fucking is. But he doesn't bring his friend.
Aww. That's sad.
It is.
He didn't make a triumphant return somewhere, too? He just is a cameo?
He just takes him to the airport.
What about new Mutt? How was new Mutt?
Oh, she was great. Phoebe Waller-Bridge was really good in it. And pretty good banter when it was there. I wish there were more of it, honestly, because they had good chemistry. She plays his goddaughter in it. I've never watched Fleabag, but everybody's like, oh, Fleabag.
It's pretty fucking good.
That's what I hear.
It's pretty fucking good.
That's
you know what? She could, in fact, work with a younger Han Solo, played by Alden Ehrenreich, because she was already a sassy droid in another movie he was in. I'm just saying, the pieces are there.
Wait, was she the sassy droid in Solo?
Yeah, she was L337. She was lead.
She was?
Yeah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah, but this franchise needs to die, and so should a Vindy. But it's fine. Either die to move on, or just think this is his last hurrah, and that's fine.
No, they had the CGI Harrison Ford at the beginning.
Okay.
The de-aged one.
Yeah, that's what they do now.
Yeah, I wonder if they're gonna do like a whole movie like that. Like, is Harrison Ford gonna just like voice act Indiana Jones for the next 10 years?
I don't know. It's weird too, because like, on the one hand, it allows us to get some like this technology. I'm just talking about technology. It allows some really cool things. It really does.
Yeah.
On the other, it does the thing that I hated, where you can't replace an actor.
Oh, I thought you could replace an actor. I thought that's what you said.
Well, you should, but they won't let you. Instead, they'll put it on someone else.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, they're just gonna make the same guy. Yeah, I know. Mm-hmm. It's weird.
Luke Skywalker in The Mandalorian. No, sorry, in the Book of Boba Fett. That was a different Luke. That was a different actor. But they just slapped Mark Hamill's face on him. And like, this is
in The Mandalorian, not the Book of Boba Fett.
That was in the Book of Boba Fett too.
No, it's in. He was. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, there was a whole.
That's a whole fucking thing,
episode.
brother.
It's a whole episode.
Because first off, that was in the first. Well, that was actually just Mark Hamill in The Mandalorian.
Season 2, like at the end.
Yes, that was just Mark Hamill, like with the CGI stuff.
right,
doing things, whereas there's a completely different actor in
right,
but they just put Mark Hamill on him,
right, which is
so
weird
that
because
actor, who probably already looks like young Mark Hamill anyway, and probably would have done a good job. It's hard. I mean, like, that's why I'm like, this technology is dangerous, and I think like you should be able to replace actors. I mean,
I see what you're saying.
I'm so used to it anyway, as for being such a big animation fan, that people get different interpretations all the time. And what it does, it just allows you to explore different avenues of the character that actor might not have been able to explore or express. I mean, look at all the different versions of Batman we have just in live action alone. You know, um, I just think that saying an actor is irreplaceable for a character really limits how we can tell a story.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
It's sort of like the whole problem with AI in general, right? If AI is generating the art that we see,
This is not even AI, too. That's why I hate that we call it AI. It's just inherently incorrect to say.
well,
what it is.
I think there are some AI elements to like the de-aging facial reconstruction, but I think the bigger thing there is like it's like then you get sort of stuck in a feedback loop, right? If it's just the same guy over and over again, and you don't,
Mm-hmm.
you're right, you don't have a new actor who can bring something new to the table, then you're just, and that's sort of the problem with a movie like Dial of Destiny. Is they played it like so safe that it was like, this is fine, but like, what?
Look at the new Ghostbusters.
Was it good? What about the new Ghostbusters? I didn't see it.
And they just AI'd a dude who's dead on it.
Oh really? Wait, did they did? Oh
yeah.
no.
It's what they're doing now. It's almost horrifying, really, because it turns actors into a product.
Yeah.
Like absolutely 100% actors. It's just like that Aubrey Hepburn commercial when they first started doing stuff. Was that it? Audrey Hepburn?
Did they have a fake Audrey Hepburn walking?
Yeah, who did like a whole commercial about like gum or something, gum or smoking. Anyway, and it was like, okay, it's kind of cool as an homage, but I'm like, this could be dangerous immediately because you've literally just turned her into her goddamn image into a spokesperson for a commercial is what we've done. So,
yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Damn. Remember when that Tupac hologram showed up at Coachella, though? That shit was awesome.
Yeah. And then you realize that once again, Tupac is now marketable.
Yeah, they just commodified an entire man.
This is the life.
Oh, now I'm sad. Well, that's our episode, everybody.
Yeah.
Come back for more.
See you on Friday for the Phase piece, and on Monday for the Phase piece, because that's nothing but happiness, good vibes, and saying fuck it off to the ruling power. Thanks, everybody.
Pirates.
Yar.